Hey everyone, hope you all are fine. So today we are going to discuss the fourth form of business organization from chapter number 2, and our form is cooperative society. See, the name itself says that cooperative society means a society or any organization which is formed with the cooperation of the members. So similarly, it is just a voluntary association. What is the meaning of voluntary association? It means anybody, if he is willing to be a part of this organization, can be a part. अगर कोई भी पर्सन अपनी मर्जी से चाहे तो इस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का पार्ट बन सकता है. So this is just a voluntary association of persons who join together with the aim of members' welfare. Means the main of this organization or firm is just to serve the members itself. मीन्स इनका जो मेन मोटिव है वो अपनी ही सोसाइटी को सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करना है. दैट इज़ वाई इन सोसाइटी के ही कुछ मेंबर्स अपनी मर्जी से मिलकर दे जस्ट मेक एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन अ सोसाइटी जिसका मेन एम है मेंबर्स को या फिर सोसाइटी को सर्विस प्रोवाइड करना. Now, registration of cooperative society is compulsory and all the rules and regulations relating to this society is written under Societies Act 1912. So, जब भी इनको फॉर्म करना है they have to get the registration under Societies Act 1912. Next is funds are raised to members by issue of shares. See everybody, what happens here? Now you all know that whenever we form any kind of organization or we start any kind of business, whether it is non-profit or profit, so the now main motive of cooperative society is to just serve the people, not to earn profit. So this is very clear that this kind of society is based on non-profit organization. But now everybody needs funds in order to smooth function, right? Now in this case of organization the funds are to be raised by issuing of shares. तो members क्या करते हैं? They issue small shares and the persons who just subscribe for the shares, they are called the shareholders. Means the shareholders are the persons जो कि funds provide करते हैं to cooperative society by buying those shares issued by it. Next important point is minimum 10 adult members. Now in order to form cooperative society, at least 10 members are to be required, but those must be adult. It means minor cannot be a part of this organization, okay? Only adult who have attained the age of majority, only those persons will be called members, and at least minimum 10 members are required in order to start cooperative society. Now let's have a look at the important features of cooperative society. First is voluntary membership. Now voluntary membership का मतलब क्या है? Anybody, if a person is willing to join this organization, he or she can join. So this is a voluntary membership. There is no need to pay any kind of fees in order to be a part of or in order to be member. किसी को कुछ भी पे करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. बस वो लोग they will just give the consent to the other members and उसके बाद they can be a part of this cooperative society. Then is legal status. तो जैसे ही whenever this society gets the registration, then the company enjoys a separate legal entity. Means in the eyes of law, the society and the members are separate. तो जो भी activities करेंगे, जो भी name करेंगे, वो society के name के ऊपर होगा, ना कि किसी भी individual member के name पे. They can buy any asset by using the name of society. They can raise fund by using the name of society. But any individual person cannot use his or her name in order to buy anything in this case. Now limited liability, this is the best thing that is having in case of cooperative society. That is all the liability of all the members is limited. मीन्स जो भी वो लोग सेट ऑफ करेंगे अपने एक्सपेंसेस को, दैट विल बी फ्रॉम द सोसाइटीज फंड्स ओनली. नोबडी विल टेक फंड्स फ्रॉम द पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी. देन इज कंट्रोल. नाउ दिस इज द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट. Control means who will control all these activities. So there is a managing committee. Which is to be appointed by the members. Members क्या करते हैं बेटा? खुद के ही members में से कुछ persons को by voting they select some persons who is called the managing committee. So all the things, all the decisions are to be taken by the managing committee. Okay, then is service motive. Now this is very very clear. We have just read all the points from which we able to understand that the main motive of this society is not to earn profits. So profit motive is secondary motive. The first motive is to just provide services to the people, to the society who is directly or indirectly connected with this cooperative society. So this is all about meaning and features of cooperative society. In my next video, we are going to discuss merits and demerits. So please do practice, revise all these terms. Thank you so much.